Comedian Reno Collier in the studio with us. Are you working out? You look like you're getting some lean muscle on you.
Maybe, yeah, I work out a little bit. Not, you know.
He works out.
He works hard. I work out like I do fat guy exercise. Like I do, instead of doing real sit-ups, I do the chick ball, the big spa ball, whatever, the yoga ball, and I put my feet against the wall and just do sit-ups on there so it doesn't hurt my back.
I've never seen that. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a big blow-up ball.
Yeah, I know the ball
that
thing.
chicks use. Like
the one that's like you can't burst it because they're like impenetrable and all that
That's
kind of
not
stuff.
true. They have weight limits, and I'm over the weight limit on the fat ball.
Can you imagine being at the gym and you get on it and it blows out?
No,
and everyone gets quiet, take their headphones off.
This is why,
and you're
also
just
why I don't
sitting
ever
on
sit in wooden chairs. I never, ever sit in wooden chairs.
You just
People
stand
are
up.
Like,
I'm done here.
And there's probably some kind of white dust that's in that,
Oh,
you know.
of course there
So it's
is.
just kind of falling through the sky in the air.
And you should
backlit.
You should at that moment. You should stand up and be triumphant. You have to own it. If something like that ever
you
happens,
do.
you have to be like, "I am the champion."
Yeah,
my
I've been
friends."
working on that for years. My gym
Finally.
too. I'm like the old guy in there. It's $10 a month, right?
No.
That's why I joined. But there's a whole lot of, you know, like when the Mustangs are pulling out of the parking lot, Kid Rock's on, and they're like, "Yeah, I just finished my gym," you know, ball with the ball, the bang, the bang, and you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I pull in listening to Christopher Cross.
Yeah.
You know?
Sailing
Takes me away. I am ready to hit the gym today,
Let's go.
boys.
You have the
Reno
motivational
was-
speech in your headphones.
Reno was trying to convince me that I should exercise more, and I'm like, I don't want. He goes, well, why don't you try an elliptical? I'm like, just trust me.
It's
I'm
easier
not-
on your
I
knees.
know. I just
Elliptical
don't
is easier on your knees.
Yeah.
It's not easy on my back though, because I get a weird
exactly.
lean.
I get like.
Okay,
a
you guys
weird-
all are coming up with excuses why you can't do something.
No,
and
I
what
go-
we do
I
is
go
we
to
think
the
about
gym.
how we can do
I
it.
go to the gym. I don't like the elliptical. It hurts my back.
Yeah,
It's
I
got a weird little thing. I would much rather do the rowing machine or something like that.
Oh, wow, that's hard.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that better than the elliptical.
I like the bike. I
The,
sit on the stationary bike.
doesn't hurt your butt and your tailbone?
No, there's one where you're almost laying down.
The recumbent bicycle.
You know what just hit me? That I relentlessly make fun of those people. There's a greenway by my house, and these idiots lay down and they ride a bike, but they
Yes.
have flags
Yes.
and all this stuff. And I'm like, dude, you're not on a team. Nobody's sponsoring you.
No.
Like it doesn't. And they ride by. Excuse us. Like they're doing something important. You're laying down, but it just hit me.
Yeah, you
when
did the
I'm at
same
the gym, I'm doing
Yeah,
the
I do
same
the same
thing.
thing.
We always hate when we see other people
Yeah.
do stuff we don't like.
But you don't
about
have a
ourselves.
flag. You know. So you
don't
got
know
that
that.
going.
You
I
need a
might-
flag
might-
at
I
the
don't know
gym.
that.
Yeah, I got a big D and Bubba flag
Yeah.
flying.
All right, Reno Collier's with us. We'll come back, talk more. You got a new kind of event happening, I understand.
I
We'll talk
do,
about that.
yeah.
Coming up, hang on. In the studio, hanging out. We always love having Reno in. So what is this? You get this hit. What is this?
I shot a stand-up special for Hitcore. It's HITKOR.
Oh, I thought that was
out
a
in
gun.
Los Angeles.
I thought that was a gun shirt. I saw HK
No, those
on
are
it.
just guns coming through it, son.
Okay.
Oh,
That's just some rock popping through.
Easy.
filling
It's
up
a-
the
Yeah.
sleeves.
Yeah, we filmed it. I filmed it out in Los Angeles, and it's a new streaming service where it's like live concerts and stuff like that. And they have. I don't want to try to explain the technology, but you can pick what camera angle you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody can?
So while you're watching it, you can go. So like Diana Krall did one, right? The piano jazz.
Yeah,
piano,
yeah.
So if you want to zero in while you're watching it on her hands playing the piano, you can. If there's a band like In Vogue, or they have all these different bands, they have hundreds of them that are coming up. And so like you love the drums. While you're watching the live concert, you can pick the camera that's on the drummer.
Oh,
and you
wow.
can move around.
So
it's pretty badass.
Carson has a favorite. I think it's a NSYNC or New Kids on the Block guy.
Yeah.
If she wanted, could she only watch
Yeah.
him the whole show?
Yeah.
Huh,
What?
Yeah, it's nuts. I'm not supposed to talk a lot about it
Oh,
because I
well,
don't
all right.
understand it. But yes, that's the technology. And the other thing is it's the first time I've ever done a special where I said I can say whatever I want, and they go, whatever you want. And I go, you're not going to edit it? And they were like, not a bit.
Okay, so what service is it? What is the app? How do we get? Because that's interesting.
It's Hitcore, HITKOR. You can go on their website now, and they have a whole bunch of events. The Isaacs are going to do one.
Okay.
They've
Bluegrass, yeah.
Yeah, but it hasn't completely launched the whole thing yet.
Okay.
So they're just starting to get
I
out.
love this whole camera angle thing because there's many times I'm like, why are you showing that? Go back to the whatever thing it was. Like, and especially like because I do love jazz.
Right.
And I love whenever they're doing like a breakdown or something like that. And you'll hear somebody, they'll be concentrating on the bass, but you're going, no, go back to the piano. What are they doing?
What's going on with that? That's the whole premise of it, is that it's almost like, you know how when you go to a football game, and if you have great seats, NFL, the Titans or whatever, you go, oh, it's great or whatever, but you're not seeing everything. You stay home and you can watch the replay and the shots better and the way TVs have gotten so big and everything. So they're kind of trying to do that where it's like you can pick and choose what you want to see and how you want to see it and the whole, but it is live. So there's no, what you get, that's it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
That's
cool.
the coolest thing.
Yeah.
Hitcore.
And Gary Chapman is hosting a show on there, like a picking and grinning type thing. And Rebecca Lynn Howard was on it. It's a cool concept.
No, that's interesting. Different.
Yeah.
HITKOR, and you can go to the website and just kind of fiddle with it and see what it's all about. And then hopefully the app will follow soon after. And
yeah, it's all coming. So it's the very beginning stage. I probably shouldn't be talking so much about it, but I am so excited about it. And the thing is I don't know if I can. I did my show and then was interviewed and was talking about it. Went in my act. You guys know I'm a Christian and an alcoholic and recovery. So I do my act. Just how it's not all about that. It's just just going after it, and everybody was dying laughing. Then at the end, they interviewed me, and I started talking about being an alcoholic because I talk about it in my act. There were people crying. Like it went from total. I just never have seen a concept like this where it kind of.
So the audience is watching the interview as well, and they're involved in everything.
Yep.
Wow. Can you pick people, like really pretty people in the audience, to zoom in on?
Yeah, you can do whatever you. I don't care. You can do whatever you want.
Do you ever think that maybe?
I like the way he laughs.
Saying I'm not pretty. Yeah.
All right, Reno Collier's joining us. We'll take a break. Come back more with Reno. By the way, you can find him. He is on Instagram. If you want to do that, it's Reno_Collier. Coming back. Hang on. Reno Collier, comedian Reno Collier, is in the studio with us. Reno_Collier. It's a great Instagram handle. Super easy to remember.
Lots of people have underscores.
Yeah, well, I'm not an underscore fan. I'm just not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The little line underneath your.
Oh,
it's your thing.
Yeah, dude, I didn't set that up.
Oh, okay.
Reno space line.
Do you really think I could figure out how to start an account? And
I mean, it kind of looks like you did, but anyway.
Wow.
RenoCollierComedy.com as well. So you're taking Patrick on the road, going to do some shows.
Yeah, man.
That's cool.
We're playing the American Legion Hall in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Dude, look,
Kentucky.
101st.
Yeah. Right. And what's crazy is I just did a show in Monticello, Illinois, and a dude who was in the 101st saw me in Iraq.
Wow.
Yeah, and that happens sometimes. Like people saw me in Africa or whatever. So around, and military people, it's so crazy.
Do you change your act up any, like when you're near like a military base? Because there's going to be a lot of in the audience.
I don't know. I won't change my act. Well, no, that's not true. I kind of do. I just tell different stories sometimes, like about things that they would be familiar with. The military is very close to my heart and all that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I tell stories that only they would get. They would get about being deployed.
Sure.
And,
sure.
But,
we kind of did the same thing with the USO tour. When we were in Japan. It was kind of more catered towards that.
Right. But I don't change who I am or anything, but I'll just tell different
just pick
stories.
which jokes work better for that crowd.
Have you heard Patrick's stuff at all?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, at Zany's. I saw you at Zany's a lot. Yeah, he's funny, man.
Okay.
It's going to be good, dude.
I thought he hired me just because he thinks I'm a nice guy. I was like, all right.
I do think
like
you're
that.
a nice guy. I do think you're a nice guy.
Stand-up comedy is so hard, man. It's not for everyone. And a lot of radio people think they can go and do stand-up comedy, and it doesn't translate.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all. One time, Ingval, dude, this was so freaking funny. So this radio local DJ guy was firing. He wants to go out. They sponsor the show, so part of the deal was the guy gets to go. So the guy goes out and he's firing T-shirts and he's like, "All right, you got," and he's telling these jokes and nobody's laughing like at all. And he's talking about inside stuff about the radio show and things, and just nobody got it. So he's gonna bring Ingval out, and Ingval's on the side. It's like a 5 o'clock show. Everybody in there is older, mature. It's a 5 o'clock show, packed, sold out. The guy, Bill's standing on the side. He goes, "Is this guy bringing me out?" And I go, "He said he wants to." And he goes, "All right. Are you ready for your next comedian?" There's like 3,000 people. It's not a comedy club. Are you ready for your next comedian? I don't know where he's from, but it's somewhere close to Funny Town. And you hear Ingval go, "Holy!" And he goes, "Let's get him out here. It's Bill."
It's Bill.
Bill. Not Bill Ingval.
No,
just Bill.
Dude, it was Bill's face, all the blood left his face, and I burst out into a laughter that was close to a seizure. Like just, oh, yeah. And the guy comes over and he high-fives me, and I'm like, yeah,
you killed it.
Crushed it.
Man,
Right.
you're the mayor of Funny Town.
The best.
Yeah.
I don't know where he's from, but it's somewhere. I mean, not, you have your own TV show, your blue collar, movies,
Here's
none
your
of that.
sign. None of
Yeah,
that. No.
none of that.
Funny Town Bill.
Funny Town
Some
Bill.
town close to Funny. And Bill is
Am
the
I bringing
sweetest.
you on?
No, please
No,
say
not
Funny
anymore.
Town.
Because you are about to be from somewhere close to Funny Town, my friend. That is about to happen.
Chuckleville. Here is Reno.
He's silly, he's goofy, and we're ready for fun.
RenoCollierComedy.com and find out for shows and where he's going to be at and upcoming performances. Make sure you check him out. Dude, it's always good to see you.
I love you guys.
love
This is
you.
the best radio show anywhere.
Well, you're very sweet to see.
I love it.
Thank you. Reno Collier, everyone.
Wow, we have videos,
Yeah, that was
lots
great.
of them,
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than just the one you watched. We got more and more and more and more.
Yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell, or we'll tell your mom.